Hey everyone, well, we're ready. We're going to head up the mountain from here, and we're going to head to Canada Computers, and we're going to grab a couple surprise kits. So, yeah, we'll see what they are. I'm going to get back. Okay, that's a good hump. Down this hill, you can see down there. It's a long ways, but keep the old bird in shape. So now that we're up the hill, let's take a little break, and we're going to head to our final destination. I'm not so impressed with my trip. Gone for hours. No phone call. No phone call. Could have been dead in a ditch for all she knew. Well, good thing I'm back home now. Oh, and home is good. So, we're working on our perfect grade RX-78, the old school one. And let me just kind of move this out of the way so we can take a good look and see what we got. Ha ha! Now, first off, let's start with the G-Quux kits. Now, we first got the G-Quux Police Zaku, the MS06 SSP, and a really cool suit. We were really excited to get this. I had to wait for a bit to get one of these. When they first came out, they were sold out. Our Gamma was out of them. Canadian Gundam was out of them. Well, pretty well everywhere I looked was out of them. And yes, finally, Canada Computers, which if you are in Canada, don't forget Canada Computers. They are an excellent resource for Gunpla and all things Bandai. Actually, my local store right now has the 172 Millennium Falcon in stock. So, and actually has 3 of the new Gundams perfect grade in stock right now. So, I mean, yeah, they rival some of the boutique stores. So, don't forget about them because they're really good and they're usually pretty handy. And they're local. So, you know, but there is our high grade. So, we got the Zaku Police Zaku, or the G-Quux, I'm sorry, Police Zaku. I'm so excited. And we have the Zaku, the G-Quux, just a normal Zaku. So let's take a look at the police one. So you can see the difference here between the two. So we have the general design, which is this new design. Sorry, easy for me to say. The new design for the Zaku. And I really think it's cool. I know the community's divided. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it's a kind of unique take on the age-old Zaku design. And we've got a bit different kind of feet. They look like sneakers almost that it's got, this one. And yeah, a little bit different design for the legs. We still have the shield and the arm and the head, sort of, that's very typical. But again, even with those elements, a new take on the Zaku. And I really like it. I'm glad I was able to get these. I didn't even know they had this one in stock. I wasn't even really planning to get this one. I was just knew I was going to get the Zaku, the police one. But yeah, lo and behold, they had them both. So I thought, oh geez, you know what? I'm here and I might as well grab them both. So which one should we take a look at first? The police Zaku or the normal Zaku? Let's take a look at the normal Zaku. Shall we? So here we go. The high grade G-Quux MS06 Zaku. And I am really excited about these G-Quux designs. The Gundam design is really unique with the weird foot, like cloven feet almost kind of sort of thing. And yeah, really weird designs. Different take on the traditional Gundam. So here we have our basic, like what we saw, design. And then we have a bit of a story here on the side. It gives us like a little bit of a rundown on the character and stuff from the show. And if you wanted to read that, I suppose you could always pause it and zoom in. Can you see that? Yeah, so let's get into her. So these are brand new. I love the color. Oh, look at this green for the Zaku. Sweet. We've got 2 tones. A really nice light green. Really cool darker green. And we've got this sort of off brownish sort of mocha color to go with our accents here, and an even darker color. Or is it the same? It's hard to tell right off the bat. Oh no, it looks darker. So we have this mocha color, and then we got more of a black for our thruster bells and our feet soles, our hands. Looks like we got some open hands and some closed fists. So that's nice with our weapon hands. So it looks like we've got a few different types of hands. And our instructions. All right, so here we go. We got our Nice description of our Zaku suit, the mobile suit developed by the Zeonic Company, one of the Principality of Zeon's weapons manufacturers. And yeah, basically gives you the rundown there and a little picture of our pilot. Fairly rotund fella there. Hope he fits in the cockpit. So, here we go. We've got our sprue count there. Shows us where our parts are. Gives us some tips on what to do, what not to do. All right, shows us how to get our stickers on and stuff. So, here we go. So basically, simple head construction with our mono eye. We've got our cables, whatnot, and then upper body. We got our chest going together there. The cables along the side, which is nice. They're all in one piece, so that's kind of nice. All right. And then we get that together. I guess we move into our arms. So we've got our right arm and our left arm going together. After that, we'll have our, I guess, that part assembled. So there's our body with our arms. We'll get the waist together and then into the legs. So very straightforward assembly. Definitely, you know, it's all together, like the body, and we don't have an inner frame with an outer armor. So it's sort of modularly put all together in one. So we've got the feet going together here. And then we have this weird assembly here with these weird sort of thruster tank, ball tanks kind of that make up part of the leg. It's a really unique design. It's kind of neat. So there's our legs going together. Shows our joint fitting in there for the knee. There we go. And then basically into assembling all of our major components together with the legs and the hips and then our weapons. We've got our basic loadout. Got our bazooka, our traditional, you know, machine gun and bazooka, and our heat axe. Awesome. Very cool. So yeah, it looks like a very straightforward, you know, build design for us with this here. And then on the back, we've got some nice pictures of the completed kit. I like this thruster array back here. I think this is really cool looking. It looks really neat. And of course our color callouts for all of the paints we would need if we wanted to recreate the colors with paint. Awesome. So yeah, we get 4 sprues. So there's a look at our stickers. Yeah, it looks like we come with we got a nice selection of hands. And we got the nice 2 tones of green. Got our weapons here. They're pretty cool. Really sweet. Yeah, I really like the tones with the Zaku. I really like the tones with this green. We can see how these are all going to sort of, you know, wrap around, fit. The gates look really small on this, so that looks like it's going to be very nice for cleanup. All right, and there's our shoulder, which is nice because that's all in one piece. All right. So instead of having the halves, the 2 halves, that's all molded in one. So that's really cool. Yeah, neat. Figure out what kind of washes we want to use on it and stuff to get this stuff some weathering. And another look at our stickers that we're going to get. And we may photocopy this. May reproduce some of this with paint. I'm not a big fan of stickers, although I don't know many people who are. So we'll see once we get to there. But I think I may either do this in paint, or I may start to photocopy and reproduce decal sheets from the photocopy. I'm striking up an arrangement with a local print shop, and we'll see how far we can go with that. But we'll see. Yeah, that's a look at what you get anyway. So you get the 3 bags. Looks like a pretty good part count. I don't know if it tells us exactly how many parts it does. It does usually tell us somewhere how many parts there actually are. But yeah, it looks like a nice, you know, like your afternoon build. You could definitely crush this in a few hours, one nice session, sitting down, and you'd have a nice figure. We're going to be getting into this Toot Sweet, so yeah, look for that coming up soon. We'll be definitely building this and the other one, probably back to back, I think. And let's just get into the police Zaku quick and see what the differences are. Now we know obviously with the shoulders, we have the lights for the police unit as opposed to the military unit. But yeah, I thought it was really neat that they kind of came up with like a civilian use Zaku. Yeah, it was not something that I really had seen coming. I don't know that many of us did. So there's a good look at our police Zaku. Let's see what we got. Now, part count's going to be probably very similar, and the assembly is going to be very similar. So I think all we want to really take a look at here is the colors and see, what some of the different parts are. So let's take a look quick here at our instructions and see. So yeah, really cool design, man. So cool. So we can see we got some different kinds of markings on the head. The shield up here is really different. It's got all this external sort of ribbing on it. And I think he only comes with the shield and the heat axe. I don't think he comes with the bazooka and stuff. I hope not. He does come with a machine gun, so take that, criminals. All right, so he does come with his machine gun. And so basically, yeah, we're looking at basically that same sort of procedure where we're going to start, basically start with the head, basically work our way through. And it'll be the same construction except for the shoulders where we got these different types of shoulders. Let's take a look and see what we get. So again, we got the 3 screws. There's our stickers. Very similar. Gives us some nice numbers. Now I do have decals. I don't have decals to replace this, but we do have some decals we can use. So we'll see how good they look. All we can do is try them, right? And we assume we get the same array of hands. It looks like we do. All right. And here's our bag number 2. Our nice 2-tone blue. Well, 3 tones actually. So we got this piece here, which is like a mauve almost kind of color. And we have this color here. Is that the same? That's different again. So it looks like, yeah, several different shades of blue. There's our leg pieces. There's, again, our section for the shoulder. Lights. These are clear red sprues for the lights. All right. The rest of our cables. Parts for our weapons. Excellent. Yes, very cool. The G-Quux line. Okay, if you're into that kind of thing. Which we are, definitely. And I love the Zaku. It's one of my favorites. Big fan of the Zaku. So now we have the new ones to add to our collection. Awesome. All right, let me put these aside and we'll get the next kit out. Next up, the Pod Ball, the MG Verka. This is a kit that I have actually wanted for quite a while. It seems to go out of stock quite often. And I'm not really sure why, but it just seems to be, I guess, maybe really super popular. Yeah, really, I damaged my box. I tried getting that sticker off. I did find those stickers came off. The other ones, I got them off the high grade, the Zaku's. I almost had it off this one, but it took a bit of the sheen off. So, yeah, I damaged my box a bit, but I can live with that. That's for sure. It's the kit inside that matters. So I am actually really happy to get this one as well. I know I say that all the time, but I am. These are awesome to have in your collection. And let's get right into it and take a look at this, because it's the first time I've actually had hands on one of these. And I am actually excited to see. It's such a cool design. Again, it takes me back to the 2001 A Space Odyssey. The pod balls that they had. I mean, it's obviously more extreme with the longer arms and the big, giant, huge gun on top. But the same idea, sort of, where you get inside of it and manipulate it around. I always thought that was such a cool design. And when I saw it again in the Gundam franchise, I thought, you know what? I need one of those. And now we have one. So, there we go. So we got some pictures on the side here of the finished completed kit. And it looks like we get a couple figures. It's a really cool interior detail. And I definitely going to have to get decals for this one, because I'm not stickering it. Unless maybe there's... Oh, it's a Furcaw. It should have water slide décolleté. That's right. Okay, well, let's get into her and see. So, nice. We have this really nice clear dome here for the front view screen. And we got this nice orange. It's a different kind of color. And there's our components to put up our shell of the pod ball. We got some nice, really nice panel lines there that'll definitely stand out once we get a panel liner in them. So we've got some white, nice sort of off gray color, orange, darker gray sort of rubbery parts, poly parts, and this nice clear bit. And this first sprue, and second one has our larger components with our framework. This looks really cool. Got this sort of framework here going on. Awesome. Very neat. Now this really neat looking piece of detail here. It's just screaming for a dry brush, eh? Screaming for some metal or something. Lots of detail here to pick up. So it is a beautiful master grade kit. And it's got a little cable here. Looks like with some pins. And there we go. Yeah, so looks like we've got stickers and it probably water slide on the other side. These might be dry transfer. It's hard to tell inside the bag. Looks like parts for the gun and the stand. Really nice detail there. Beautiful. Very nice. And we have, oh, look at this. Isn't that odd? We have a sprue, not in a bag. That's different. So we have this sprue here with our slide molded components. Bandai plastic is just top premium, eh? And it really is a quality product. There's no denying it. Yeah, I mean the third-party kits are getting better, that's for sure. Some of them probably even rival, but I don't know. I just something about the feel of a real Bandai kit. Just I don't know, gives you comfort that you're in for a good ride. Let's take a quick look at the instructions. Being a master grade, it would be a little more involved. Some beautiful pictures of the finished kit. There. So yeah, I mean, wow. Looks so cool. They have a lot of markings. So I mean, definitely we want to get right into the markings on this because it's a big part of it, I think, with something like this because it's, you know, generally one color sort of. But yeah, wow, cool. Really, really neat kit. So there we've got our interior detail. Just screaming for, you know, all kinds of paint work. Got our cockpit. Right. So there's beautiful. Really cool. Got these expanded drawings here. Really nice. Cool. And some more lore. I guess you could always translate if you wanted to. Little figures. So yeah, here we go. So the body. So you start with the big components and start working your way up, I guess. So the body, arms, final assembly, weapons. So looks like basically you're straight up set up. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like it's foolproof. Nice. So yeah, there we go. Sets us up. Get our arm put together here. Yeah, step by step. Looks like it will be a really enjoyable build. So we have some smaller components for sure, like we're going to be getting into the joints and stuff for the arms and the articulation, right? But I mean, once you're done, it's going to be so cool to have those arms working with the claws and stuff. Here we go, get it on our little I-beam sort of base. It's just going to sit on. Just sits right on top of it, looks like. There's giving us a fold down where we can articulate the double arm back. There we go. Some more pictures of the completed kit. And there's our guides, I guess, for our stickers and water slides and whatever else we got. Painting and applying decals. There's our color chart. Down at the bottom, in case we want to get the paints out. And final placement for all of our markings, which, you know, for Gundam, there's quite a bit there. So, yeah, cool. I think the markings really help make it, though, definitely. Cool picture, eh? Ah! Coming at ya! So that's a look at the pod ball for Ka. Definitely one to look for on this channel. We'll be definitely building it. We're going to build all these kits. You know, when we get to them one at a time, but we will definitely be building it. There's those little cables, I guess, are going to fit right there in the arms. That's kind of cool. Really neat. And so we have, I guess, our different types too here. We've got our RB79, the 79C, and the 79K. He looks like a real badass, eh? Awesome. All right. Wow, that's a look at the for Ka pod ball. And, yeah. Really glad to add it to the stash. I'm excited to get these kits. Now, we have one left, and it's a biggie. I had to get it because it pairs up with another kit that I have, and you can't really have the one without the other. So let me put the pod ball away, and we'll get her out. And that'll be it for this quick little, you know, Gunpla haul. This is the big one. Barely fits into the frame. I can't get the whole box in. I'd have to lift my camera up quite a bit. But this is the Verka, again, full armor Gundam from the Thunderbolt. And I had to get this to go along with the Zaku. I have the Psycho Zaku. And this is his mate. And they go together. Like, yeah. They go together like cream and coffee. And again, we can peel this sticker off. I hope I can get it off without damaging this box. I like to keep the box covers. I think they make cool displays. But yes, this was the other one we had to get. And really glad to get my hands on it. Again, I had to wait for this one for a while to be into stock. And this is a big boy. We are definitely going to do an inbox review on this before we build it. This one I do believe I'm going to build for Christmas. I think this is going to be my Christmas build this year. I think I'm going to build this as a Christmas present to myself and take my time doing it. Again, I'm just going to straight build, and then we'll see about, you know, if whether we decide to paint a weather or just weather. I don't know. But this is definitely, I think, going to be my 2026 Christmas build for this year. And there are a lot of bags. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bags. We have a beautiful sheet here. Oh, yeah, baby. Gotta love it. Look at that. Yes. Beautiful. Very nice. That's a lot of decal work there. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a good load of decals. We've got some covers, right, for the joints and stuff, because it's a space-faring suit. We've got a little flick of something there. We've got our foil stickers. We've got an array of colors. We've got the oranges. We've got the nice off-whites, the red burgundy, sort of deep red color. Right, our blacks and grays, the blue, beautiful blue color. I love it. Yes. Yeah. So you get quite a bit with the full armor for Ka. We've got quite a bit going on here for sure. 1, 2. Leave those right on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boxes, or 8 bags, I mean, in the box. So that is a good amount of plastic. And you can see the detail of every sprue. It's just going to be inundated. So that's going to be a nice, you know, we'll do it out of the box. And we'll do a full build series on this come Christmas in 2026. Unbelievable. So we got a ways to go and a few builds to go through first. But until then, live, love, laugh, plan something for the future, because that's when I'll see you. So till then, cheers. Oh, before I go, if you would like to join me for the completion of my perfect grade RX-78, please join me for that, because I'm in the midst of finishing that right now. And I think that episode will be coming up very shortly. So if you're been following along, or if you'd like to see the finished product, please join me for that, because that will be the next thing coming up. So we'll see you then.